if Bitcoin ever becomes successful as a currency, my view is that the governments will outlaw it as a currency because governments don't want to lose monopoly, don't want to lose control. And I would also remind you, some countries have already outlawed cryptocurrencies. India. Well, if you're sitting there with all your money in crypto money and the internet's closed, all of these politicians and academics say, forget gold, it's obsolete. Maybe, but us old peasants want to have some gold in the closet or under the bed when things go wrong.
Jim Rogers discusses his views on the cryptocurrency market and why he's sticking with gold and silver in 2024. He highlights the risks associated with cryptocurrencies and emphasizes the stability and security of tangible assets like gold and silver. Watch the video to learn more about his investment strategy and insights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates.
I've never bought or sold any cryptocurrencies. They've turned out to, well, scratch that. Many of them have disappeared and gone to zero. As you know, there were thousands at one time, and they're always cropping up every month. I have never played long or short any of them. Crypto has been a huge success. My view is that if it ever, as a trading vehicle, it's great for whoever knows what they're doing and is trading it. But as I say, many have disappeared, and many Bitcoins have disappeared. I don't know where they go, but somebody steals them or whatever. But if Bitcoin ever becomes successful as a currency, my view is that the governments will outlaw it as a currency because governments don't want to lose monopoly, don't want to lose control. Again, throughout history, governments don't like other people controlling money, and they will make it illegal. Now, the crypto guys say, we're smarter than the government. Of course they are, but the government's got the guns. The government's got the tanks. Money is going to be on the computer, Jimmy. You cannot take a taxi in China with money. You cannot buy an ice cream. The Chinese are way ahead of the rest of us, but every country is now working on computer money, and it's going to be there, but it's going to be government money. It's not going to be your money and mine. And I would also remind you, some countries have already outlawed cryptocurrencies. India. Well, if you're sitting there with all your money in crypto money and the internet's closed, you're in a bit of a bind. So there are shortcomings for cryptocurrencies as well, and not just government actions. In Myanmar, they close the internet. Close the internet. What do you do if all your money's on your phone and the computer's closed? Texas electricity went down. What do you do if you're in Texas and there's no electricity and all your money is on is crypto money? I mean, maybe you have an answer. I don't know. I wouldn't have. I don't know. If I needed to go down to the shop and buy some bread and the electricity was down, I wouldn't have any money.
So I guess that makes a good case for gold and hiding it under your bed.
Well, I own gold and silver. I would rather buy silver than gold right now because it's cheaper on a historic basis. But Jimmy, I'm an old peasant. All of these politicians and academics say, forget gold, it's obsolete. Maybe, but us old peasants want to have some gold in the closet or under the bed when things go wrong. And so I presume that enough old peasants like me who will continue to buy gold and silver in case. Well, I'm a little surprised that gold was up almost 100% in the last 18 months. I don't consider that languishing. For those, silver's up more than 100% in the last 18 months. Yes, and compared to Tesla, compared to Bitcoin, of course it's not up as much. But I hardly consider 100% a languish in 18 months. But the answer to your question is, of course, there are many other things that are hotter and more exciting right now for many people. And I mean, what's the thing that was last week? GameStop, whatever that thing was called, where they had the short squeeze. It's much more exciting than boring old gold.
In his recent interview, investor Jim Rogers explains his preference for gold and silver over cryptocurrencies in 2024. He argues that governments will likely outlaw successful cryptocurrencies to maintain control, highlighting the risks of volatility, government actions, and internet outages. Rogers asserts that gold and silver, though seen as outdated, offer stability and security, especially during economic turmoil. He cites the IMF's findings on central banks increasing gold reserves as evidence of their lasting value. Rogers prefers silver over gold for its affordability and industrial uses, urging investors to prioritize the stability of precious metals over the unpredictable gains of cryptocurrencies.
Because he's more multifaceted, but I mean, it doesn't, so what? I'll never be as good a trader as Paul Tudor Jones or Roy Neuberger. And if they find great trading vehicles, do it. Don't listen to me. But you ask about it, I'm just suggesting to you that if Bitcoin and the others become successful as money, they will be outlawed. But if they just continue as trading vehicles, as long as people can make money trading something, history would indicate they'll keep trading it. Most things, though, that people have traded constantly and forever have had ultimately some economic use. I mean, the Mississippi bubble, 300 or 400 years ago, at least theoretically, there was land in the South Seas that you could speculate in. The tulip bubble, at least theoretically, you could take your bulbs and plant them and have tulip. Great trading vehicles have eventually disappeared if that's all they were. But maybe Bitcoin is going to go on forever, and cryptos as trading vehicles. As I say, if they become successful as money, I suspect governments are already starting to outlaw them. And Jimmy, governments are all working on crypto money, computer money. I said in China, you can't take a taxi with money. They don't. I tried to buy an ice cream in Beijing. The woman couldn't say, she'd never seen money. She was 19 years old or something. She gave it to me, the ice cream, in the end, because she didn't know what to do with money. I mean, now I have, even I have money on my phone now, but it's government money. It's not crypto money.
Well, Jim, maybe then next time we speak again in 6 months or so, you might have a digital wallet with some Bitcoin in it.
Well, I have a digital wallet in the sense that I have money on my phone. Solar energy, apparently solar energy is getting me bigger and bigger. You need silver and many things. So silver is just cheaper. But if it were reversed, if gold was down 45% and silver down 10%, I'd say buy gold. Buy both, but more silver.
So silver is trading around $30 an ounce. The all-time high is $50 an ounce. Are you a buyer of silver at these levels?
No, I'm waiting. There's a correction going on. Many just liquidating their gold and silver. But wish I could time like Roy Neuberger could. I'll buy more gold and silver somewhere. I just don't know when.
Maybe the Indians are selling their gold and buying Bitcoin.
Maybe they are. And if so, hooray, hooray, hooray. Except India has made Bitcoin illegal. So, they're brave Indians.